As President Kibaki left Jomo Kenyatta International Airport late Friday afternoon to chair the 10th Extraordinary East Africa Heads of State Summit in Arusha, Tanzania, scheduled for Saturday, the main question remained, will the East African presidents discuss and endorse resolutions by the East African Legislative Assembly to refer the Ocampo 4 cases to Arusha? The Heads of State Summit comes against the backdrop of the region's renewed efforts to compel an adjournment and ask the ICC to refer the Kenyan cases to the Arusha-based East African Court of Justice.
In the meantime, I call on Kenyans to remain calm even as we pursue the option of having a local mechanism.
Key issues to be discussed at the summit include the application by South Sudan to join the regional bloc and the report of the Council of Ministers on the proposed attainment of a single customs territory and appointment of a new Deputy Secretary General from Uganda. But the East Africa Legislative Assembly has other plans.
The summit of the EACs will have a sitting it's an extraordinary summit which is being held tomorrow in Arusha. So hopefully the resolution will make it to the agenda of the summit.
The Assembly on Wednesday unanimously passed a resolution to petition the ICC to revert the cases to be tried by the Kenyan courts or the Arusha-based East Africa Court of Justice. International law scholars, however, say the resolution is more of a political statement, not binding to the ICC.
Signature campaigns, pleas by the East African Legislative Assembly to the Council of Ministers to implore the ICC to bring the case to the East African Court of Justice that has no jurisdiction over criminal matters. I think all those are completely useless.
The Regional Assembly wants the expansion of the mandate of the East Africa Court of Justice to give it jurisdiction over criminal cases.
I guess the Assembly requested them to cause effect for the amendment to, I think it was Article 27 of the treaty, in essence, to give mandate to the East African Court of Justice to be able to look into these cases.
The persons that are now accused before the ICC have filed jurisdiction appeals. They're challenging the jurisdiction of the ICC. I think it would serve them well if, busybodies would stay out of their matter.
The region is on an overdrive to save the 4 Kenyans accused of crimes against humanity charges at The Hague. Several applications for adjournment of the cases have been made, with African Union, the highest-ranking continental body, applying for deferral of the cases several months ago, but in futility.
There are legal windows which have been open all along, ever since the processes began. Those legal windows that have been open sometimes stayed open for too long, and then they got shut.
As the region pushes for a referral of the cases, the suspects' hopes are pegged on a jurisdiction challenge filed at the Hague-based court. Sam Ogina, KTN Prime.